You are definitely going to want to tune into this if you are considering taking your CPP early. Here are the top 8 reasons why you might want to take it at age 60 and why you may not want to wait. Let's jump in. My name is Joe Macek. I'm a portfolio manager and investment advisor for IA Private Wealth. Welcome back to my channel, Investing Made Simple, where you can find the most trusted information on building your net worth. If you're new here, thanks for checking me out. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we share new insights. Generally, I'm against opting for early CPP, but there are situations where it's sensible, and in some instances, it's highly advantageous. Studies show that only 5% of Canadians defer taking CPP beyond age 65, with less than 1% waiting until age 70. Today we're going to dive into the primary reasons why a significant number of Canadians decide to claim CPP at the earliest eligible age of 60. Now this topic is quite intricate, and I'm sure you'll have some questions about how this content relates to your personal circumstances. I'd love to answer them, but it's best to reach out to me one-on-one. You can find my contact details easily in the description below. With over 24 years of experience, I offer fully licensed, trusted investment guidance and planning for your retirement, estate, investing, and other financial needs. There's no obligation for you to reach out, so feel free to contact me at any time. Okay, now back to our video. So when it comes to getting cash, it's only natural to want it sooner, but the Canada Pension Plan introduces a critical factor to consider when deciding to take your CPP early. Opting for early withdrawal means a monthly reduction of 0.6% in your benefit, and if you start at age 60, it declines to a permanent 36% cut. This significant decrease can have lasting effects on your overall financial picture, making it a decision not to be taken lightly. On the other hand, delaying your CPP past the age of 65 comes with its own set of advantages. For every month you hold off, you enjoy a 0.7% increase in your benefit. This accumulation can result in a substantial 42% boost if you choose to wait until the age of 70. Now, while it might mean a bit of patience, this delayed approach can significantly enhance your financial security during your retirement years. It's all about striking the right balance between immediate financial needs and long-term planning. So let's take a look at some real numbers. Let's say we're eligible for $1,000 a month from CPP at age 65. If we decide to take it at age 60, we'd receive $640. And if we'd waited until age 70, it would be $1,420. This is a difference of about $780 per month. Now, it should be noted that that's a conservative estimate because CPP benefits increase with inflation over time to keep up with the cost of living. The key takeaway here is that you really don't want to miss out on that extra money unless you have some compelling reasons to do so. However, here are 8 reasons you might have to take it early. Number 1, you need the money now. If you find yourself in a situation where you simply need the money, it's understandable. Sometimes you just got to do what you have to do. However, it's not only about your immediate financial needs. If opting for early CPP enables you to leave a job you dislike, paving the way for earlier retirement or semi-retirement with activities that you really enjoy, then go for it. Naturally, I suggest doing the math first, as this is a step that we take with all of our clients to help ensure informed decisions are made, but leaving a job you hate can have a value far beyond monetary considerations. Reason number 2, you don't think you're going to live very long. Another big factor to consider is a potentially shortened life expectancy, where receiving some benefit, even if diminished, is more favorable than receiving none or very little from CPP. There are survivor benefits for spouses that would still be available even if you opt in for early CPP, so it's important to be aware of that. But the main takeaway here is that even if you're not urgently in need of income, having the money in your hands, especially if you aren't in the greatest of health, provides flexibility either to use it as you see fit or pass it on to your loved ones in the future. Let's remember that this money is rightfully yours. It's not a government handout. Throughout your years of work in Canada, you contributed to CPP, and this benefit is your entitlement. Reason number 3, you think your income will be extremely low. The third reason to consider taking your CPP early is if you anticipate having a significantly low taxable income during your retirement and you could qualify for the guaranteed income supplement once you reach 65. Now, I'm going to cover GIS, CPP, and OAS extensively in an upcoming video, so we won't go through those details here. But you can find a link in the description below if you want to delve into more specifics. Just know that it's crucial to recognize that if your retirement income is higher than a certain amount, your guaranteed income supplement could be clawed back or lost altogether. However, if your income is going to be low enough for GIS, taking CPP early might be a sensible strategy, as this approach aims to keep your overall income low enough to continue qualifying for GIS. However, before you do this, you should exercise caution and ensure some very meticulous math calculations are done here. Making an error in your calculations could be a significant disappointment, potentially resulting in little or no GIS and a permanent reduction in your CPP benefit. It's also essential to approach this decision with care and consider seeking advice from an investment advisor or portfolio manager to make sure it's right for you. Reason number 4, taking it to invest it. Now, the fourth reason I highlight is to get your money in your hands as soon as possible, allowing you to put it to work in the markets by investing it right away. However, it is important to note that this strategy has some limitations. Remember, for every month that you delay taking CPP up to age 65, you receive a permanent guaranteed increase of 0.6%, which translates into 7.2% annually. Additionally, for every month you delay from age 65 to 70, you get a 0.7% permanent increase equivalent to 8.4% annually, and these benefits are indexed to grow with inflation. Now, achieving these rates of returns is challenging in the investment world without exposing yourself to significant risk in your portfolio. And I'm not discounting the possibility that you might achieve these types of higher returns through investing the capital you get from CPP. But my experience is that most retirees tend to want to reduce risk as they age, not increase it. However, when you combine this approach with the uncertainty of life expectancy, it's understandable why many are drawn to the idea of obtaining the money sooner. It's important to know, though, that once again, the financial calculations for CPP are fairly straightforward. If you end up living a longer life, opting for this strategy might actually result in falling further behind financially. It's a decision that needs careful consideration, weighing the attraction of getting immediate funds against potential long-term consequences. Reason number 5, your income is going to be very high. Now, the fifth reason is if you anticipate having a substantial income in retirement, enough to possibly trigger the OAS clawback. I suggest checking out the video I'm going to make on CPP and OAS to grasp the OAS clawback fully. In short, once your income exceeds a specific limit, which is $86,912 in 2023, you begin to lose a portion of your OAS benefit. Once your income surpasses $142,609, you lose the OAS benefit entirely. Similarly to the GIS strategy, you might consider taking CPP early to receive a lower benefit for an extended period, aiming to keep your income below that threshold. Reason number 6, the markets drop right before retirement. Now, the sixth reason is if you are about to retire, you had your party at work, you ate the cake, and now the markets get crushed. You had a very good plan to retire at age 60, fully intending to delay CPP until age 65 or later. You were going to rely more on your own investments in the early years of retirement, and then kaboom. All of a sudden, your portfolio is worth 30% less. In the event of a significant market downturn like the one we experienced in 2008 and 2009, if this happens just as you're about to retire, you might want to leave your investments untouched, allowing them time to recover. Although you could take dividends and interest without touching your principal, there could be a strategy of reinvesting that income at lower prices associated with a severe market downturn. In this kind of a scenario, you might find it advantageous to capitalize on the reduced prices available during market downturns and leave your investments untouched so that when they do recover, you'll be in even better better shape. Consequently, opting to take CPP early could be a strategic move, allowing you to refrain from touching your investments at an unfavorable time in the markets. It's really important to stress, though, that the decision to take CPP early is a permanent decision, except for a brief grace period, and the consequences are lasting. While it's not a decision to be made impulsively, it's certainly a valid and thoughtful idea to consider if this scenario happens to you. Of course, let's not forget, this scenario makes the assumption you have no alternative strategies for navigating a market downturn in retirement, like having a substantial reserve in risk-free and easily accessible assets like cash or high-interest savings accounts. I, of course, strongly advocate for the importance of maintaining a sizable financial cushion, or what I like to call pillow money, for all of our retiring clients to be able to sleep at night. But if you don't have a sufficient cash pile built up, this could be an option. Reason number 7. You have 8 or more years of minimal or no income in the past. This reason can be a bit intricate, but here are the fundamentals. Your CPP benefits are determined by considering all of the years you contributed to the plan. However, what isn't widely known is that up to 8 of your lowest income earning years are excluded from the calculation used to determine your benefit amount. These 8 years are essentially dropped from the equation. It's called the general dropout provision, where the CPP benefit calculation will drop out 17% of the months in a person's career where they earned the least, up to 8 years. So what happens is this rule excludes up to 17% of the months when you earned the least amount, which means the calculation of your monthly benefits can increase when these lower income months are removed from the equation. In this situation, opting to take CPP at age 60 could be the more favorable choice. However, it's critical again to ensure the math is done right and triple checked. CPP calculations and estimates are generally intricate, and unfortunately, Service Canada isn't exactly known for its reliability in this area. So if you've had a gap in your earning years, this could be a great reason to take your CPP early, but make sure you have the right numbers. Reason number 8, inheritance planning. Choosing to take CPP early with the intention of leaving a larger inheritance for your heirs is a strategic and generous financial move. By opting for early CPP benefits, you can preserve other valuable assets, ensuring they remain untouched and intact for your loved ones. If you don't need the money, this is a very thoughtful decision that allows you to balance enjoying your retirement while simultaneously prioritizing the financial well-being of your heirs. By securing a stable income through CPP early, you pave the way for a legacy that extends beyond your lifetime, providing your family with a greater financial foundation. Now, there are obviously a lot of other reasons to consider taking CPP at age 60, but if you do decide to opt for early CPP, it's likely to be a combination of these types of factors we just went through. Regardless of the reasons, though, remember, it's critical to thoroughly think through the decision, as the implications are permanent. With that said, there's no need to make guesses when it comes to these decisions. We have very advanced financial projection software available that can illustrate the implications of any decision you're about to make before taking any action. I routinely use this software for most clients. We can adjust any numbers you want, from when you want to retire to when you want to take your CPP and OAS, and how much you need to save. We can analyze several of the lifelong effects by looking at different scenarios before you make a decision. We can also explore how adjustments to your life expectancy might influence your situation, as well as different spending amounts during your phases of retirement. If you want to take CPP early and invest the proceeds, no problem. We can help map out the projection. You don't have to approach these decisions blindly, and you really shouldn't. Taking the time to assess the long-term effects and considering various factors can help ensure that your choice aligns with your overall financial goals. Did you know that there are many studies out there confirming that clients that work with an investment advisor or portfolio manager often have up to 3 times the net worth and are generally happier and less anxious about retiring than going it alone? Do you want to know how to choose a good financial advisor? Well, click here to learn the amazing differences between advisors. We'll see you soon.